turnovers. Is that kind of what went into it?
Yeah, there's multiple times where I sat down and I told my assistants, man, we're just so young. And yeah, we made some uncharacteristic turnovers that led to obviously 28 points for them. Also, you know, this is our 5th game together, so we were disjointed a little bit, but I loved our fight. I loved our competitiveness. That pick and roll defense is the hardest in the league, and we hung in there with that. It was the transition points that really hurt us the most. So I'm encouraged, even though we lost.
With those turnovers, was it like pressure that they were putting on that was kind of forcing that, or was it, you know, sloppy play on?
A little bit of both, probably. I would have to watch the film, but we did have some sloppy plays. There was the one where we called the timeout, ran the inbounds play, and it just kind of went off Scoot's hand. And then we had a little turnover when Alpy was getting a little handoff to Eric or whoever it was out of the corner. So some of it was sloppy and stuff that we can clean up. Other times they pressured us into bad decisions. So we'll watch it, get better, and make sure that our spacing is good enough to where when we get in those positions, we know where the outlet is.
It did get better in the second half until those two coming out of the timeout. Was it from just being a little more forceful to take it at them more?
Yeah,
that maybe led to less?
I think it was a little bit more being comfortable, right? Like the first half of your first game of your season, a lot of times if you haven't played together as a group, it might be a little bit disjointed. But yeah, the second half we were more comfortable. We were playing with more force, getting the ball moving a little bit more. We were stagnant a little bit more than I wanted to be in the first half. But with our ball movement comes force, comes good decision making, better decision making.
Did he press a little bit?
Sorry.
Did he press a little the first stint and then just maybe plays again?
Who's that? Alpy? Yeah, I think he did. I think he pressed a little bit when he first got in there, but he was much better in the second half, much better. And when he got the ball in the post, we scored for the most part. He either scored or he made a play for a teammate. So yeah, I like the way he played tonight.
Coach, you talked about the turnover. How much of that would you credit the fact that with Tata being out, with Desha being out, you really didn't have a true floor general after KP set up?
Not so much. I mean, Eric was our backup point guard tonight, and he only had 1 turnover. You know, Scoot had a handful. Alpy was the one who was turning the ball over a little bit more than he should have. So he's always trying to make a play for his teammates. So that happens, but not so much. I mean, it would have been nice to have Ty or Nix for sure, but yeah, we just have to clean up some of those careless ones.
You talk about the first game of Jabari Smith Jr. and at one point you put in, you had a lineup with him and Alfie on the floor at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, the way that they were playing him, he was able to get some pick and pop jumpers, so I wanted to let him explore that. A lot of teams won't play a coverage with the 4-man, so it'll be a switch and it'll be harder to get him shots. But yeah, to have him spacing the floor, Alpy down in the post is good for our group. So I was proud of him. He was aggressive tonight. He didn't seem scared at all. It was his first opportunity to be in an NBA game at home and all that stuff, but he went out there and played well.
How did you know a point center now?
No, he is not. He is not. He has 7 assists. I didn't notice that.
Do you want to take back that statement now? Is he now a point center?
He is not.
Okay.
Coach, what was your view of how you staggered, Kevin and Jay and how they were able to manage the game?
Yeah, I had them in mostly together tonight, and I thought it was good. I might have to stagger them a little bit more just so we can make sure that we have a scoring punch at all times, but the second unit did a good job with Alpy in there. It makes it a little bit easier to score with the second unit, so you don't have to stagger those guys quite as much. So we'll see as we go. Tonight they played basically the same amount of minutes.
How proud are you of them as a young unit, as young as they are, to come in and be within 4 to 6 points throughout most of the game?
I am proud. We fought. We played hard. We were hard to play against. All those things cliches that I've been talking about for the last however many weeks. We were hard to play against. We stuck in there. We were super competitive. There were just a few plays here and there from a young team that were the difference. But we have to continue to be this, right? Like, we can't just be this game one. We have to be this game one through, well, we'll just say Memphis game, same thing.
Coaches,
You go, Justin.
bringing Alpine off the bench because it just fits the group. And how much is it to put him in a position to do for him to be his best?
It's both. It's so much of both. It's Alpine needs the ball to be successful, and I have the ability to run more plays for him, get him more touches, all those things with the second group. And Bruno with the first group does those things as far as rolling and getting out of the way and allowing those guys driving lanes, and it just fits both. You're right in both parts of it. The group playing well and Alpine playing well are the two things that I'm thinking about a lot.
How did you feel about the overall shot distribution going through, Jalen, Jabari, and KPJ kind of leading the way as far as volume, and then just their kind of shot quality tonight?
Yeah, our shot quality was just okay. I think we didn't make as many threes as I wanted. We didn't shoot as many threes as I wanted. I'll be interested to see what the mid-range numbers look like, because it looked like we shot a few more than I would want us to. I would want Eric to get a few more shots, but overall, first game, pretty good shot distribution, and we'll get to the meat of like what we're looking for as we go.
Coach, when Bruno is on the court, do you view him as your defensive anchor? Because it seems like that is when the team's defense is at its best when he's on the court.
Yeah, I mean, he does a great job. He's a very good communicator. He is quick to the ball, whether it's a rebound or a block or a help. And his energy and athleticism help our group. So yeah, he's an anchor. All five men are usually anchors of the defense, and he did a good job tonight of that.
Is playing KJ and Tari alongside Alpi intentional in kind of trying to utilize all three of their skill sets together, guys who can cut, move without the basketball, and have Alpi kind of create for them?
For sure. I mean, we need guys who play well without the ball when Alpi has it, and those are guys who can do that. Obviously, Tari doesn't need the ball. He finds a way to get it, and then KJ plays so well with his cuts and his low side screens and rolls and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's very intentional to make sure that we have guys who can play off the ball when Alpi has it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.